people who say we don't need DEI, including the current president of the country, are ignoring history. That's the only way. Reverse racism means that, and I would love to hear somebody really talk about that to me. That is coming up because you don't either know the history or you're choosing not to see the history, that you don't know that these people were held back, that there were systems in place, that we couldn't buy homes, that our towns and our houses were burnt down to the ground. Like there was a literal stop to our progression. And so the honorable thing would be to regenerate, to repair, that's what reparations is, to repair, to care, to come back and say, ooh, oh, okay, I see. But that what comes up in a lot of people, and this is what you said about the matrix, is the survival. People see that as an attack on their position or who they are because they're operating in this survival mindset, that even if they were to look back at history and learn that, oh, there were some intentional systems, then they have to start looking at what they have cultivated as their identity, right? Because in this society, not only this country, if being white means you're right and hardworking and pure and clean and perfect, if you were to go back and start to excavate, dig up some things and it doesn't say that, then you have to start to question your identity. And what does this mean? And am I still a good person? And of course you are, if you are, right? You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
right. So there's such deep medicine in that. And so it's not as simple as telling people, I always say, and I wrote that down, safe spaces for white people are also needed if we're going to do like a deep work where can come in and say, okay, this is going to be hard. This is going to be something that really could potentially destabilize you. But once you move through it, who do you become, right? You get to actually go back. And if you do enough work to opt out of whiteness and actually go back to your bloodline, to your heritage, and go find out your true roots and connect to that, which I feel is so liberating. I tell my sisters who happen to be in white bodies that that is where all the juiciness is, the creativity and the culture and the rituals is in where you really come from as a European and not what was co-opted as a system here on this land.
And yes, I hear you totally. I love everything you just shared.